Hello everyone! Today we are going to investigate how to write better applications with Flutter and IntelliJ. There was a first video about this topic and this is the second one, which focuses more on Flutter things. So let's just start. The first thing I want to show you is how to wrap widgets in IntelliJ. So you go over an object here and press Alt-Enter. And now we wrap it here with a new widget. So we just go one up and wrap it here. And we want, for example, the gesture detector. So I will just press GD. So I only take the first letter of the gesture and the first letter of detector, and it will automatically know this word for me. So let's try it with other words. For example, grid and then view. So we just press the first letters and it will automatically write this word or know what we want to have. Another thing which we can do, we can write here normally GD and replace with tab automatically this word after it. So we want to have gesture detector instead, so we just press tab and then we have this word here instead, which is pretty cool. So you don't need to select the whole thing and then press GD, you can also do it otherwise. Another cool thing in IntelliJ is that you press ST for state, and then you have here some options, stateless, stateful, state enum. So you can build here a stateless widget, for example, or a stateful, what you want. So I will do everything right now here, stateful, widget 2. And we have here also state enum. So we go here with widget 3. And what it does, it has automatically an animation controller, initiate this animation controller and also displays it, so it's pretty cool. If we have a stateless widget, for example, we can press Alt-Enter and convert it automatically to a stateful widget. So again, press just Enter, and here we have our statement. We can then convert it to an expression body and also delete the new keyword. I think it's some kind of mistake here, why it's that bad written. It doesn't fit with the Dart conventions, so this is how you go normally. Another great thing about IntelliJ is that you can hot reload and hot restart your application directly from the IntelliJ environment with Control S. So for example, we changed this word here in our application, which is similar to blue, which is here. And now we just Control S, or on Mac this kind of shortkey, and then we just see directly here the new text. Another thing we can do is also to change here the color, for example, to black, and make a hot reload with Control S, which is shown here for Mac also, the shortkey. And here we have a hot reload performed and the color is changed to black, what we wanted. Another thing we can do is to perform a hot restart in IntelliJ. So for example, we change the index here of our list, so it will change the color from blue to green. And if we go back, make a hot reload, it doesn't work because this belongs to our state, and if something belongs to our state, we have to hot restart the application. So we do it with Control-Shift-S, and now this should change to green. And here we go. So it's pretty easy. We have Control-S or Control-Shift-S to do the hot reload or the hot restart in IntelliJ. So the next thing I want to show you is how to configure IntelliJ more conveniently. So you go to the action menu with Control-Shift-A and then type smart camel humps. I have put it here to on, which you should do. So I show you the difference first of all with off. So for example, you go here with your caret position and then press Control-Delete, and it will immediately delete the whole word. But if you do it with the camel hump on and go here again with your caret position and press Control-Delete, it will only delete one word, which is pretty cool. So it will always delete only one word, even if you have here a longer text, and most of the time you want maybe to change only some word here and type something different, not dial. Another great thing about this is that you also select with Control W, extend selection, only per word, which is pretty cool. I show the difference with camel hums off. You select it here. Control W, you select the whole word. So I go normally with on, so you select how much you want and how much you like. The next thing, which is also pretty convenient, is instead of changing here the brackets like this, then you go here to the end and change it. I normally do it different. I go to the Control-Shift-A to the action menu and type Smart Surround Selection. And here I make it on. So for example, if we select something and want to have it in bracket, so we just type the open bracket while selected, and then it will create for us the open bracket and also the closed bracket. We can also go with other brackets, so just experiment with it. Every time you have only to press the open bracket and it will automatically create these two brackets for us. In the next case, if you have, for example, here some import statements which are not used, you can go here and select them and delete them. Or if they are like this, you have to go and delete them separately. But you can also just press Control-Shift-A and type here optimize imports. And here you see what kind of hotkey is necessary. In my case, Control-Alt-O for optimize. And so you just press it and all the unnecessary imports are not used anymore. Another thing you can do is to go to your settings and then go and type here Flutter. So we will go here and here you just say format code on save and organize imports on save. So every time you press save, Control S, the whole file is first of all formatted correctly and also organized with all the imports. So again, I have this imports, I just save the file and all of them disappear. And also what also happens is, like, if I have something like this and press Control S, it will reorganize my whole file, which is pretty cool and convenient, and it's often used. So you should never change your lines that it fits here. What you can do instead is just press Control S with this option enabled and it will automatically do all this stuff for us. The next thing I want to show you is if you use here in comma, for example, it will expand to the next line, so it will create something like this. But you can also change it back with Control S if you delete it again, and then it will show the things next to each other. So the last thing is always the best thing. And in this case, I will show you how to write more efficient code in IntelliJ and with Flutter, and it's pretty cool and the best thing what you can do. So go to this website here. I will copy this link into the description. So the first thing what you do is copy this name here with the extension and create a file in the root folder of your directory. So I will create a new file, name it like this. And then we copy all this inside, which is written here. Like this. As a result, the IDE, like IntelliJ or other IDEs, will automatically underline bad written code for short members whose body is a single return statement. So what we do here is press Enter, Alt Enter, and convert it to expression body. And yeah, so it shows you many errors what you should never do. So for example, if I change it here, maybe it will say please use final things or go with immutable. So you will have to add here final, which is pretty cool, and then you have to add the constructor. So it's worth it to copy this file into your project and write better code. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel here to get the latest news about Flutter, and see you soon. Bye!